All week long, Chicago is celebrating Black History Month with a special event all about fashion, Black Fashion Week. It showcases the talents of designers and aspiring designers of color from Chicago and around the world. The week-long event provides a platform for scholarships and industry education, and it's going to wrap up with a grand finale fashion show at the South Shore Cultural Center. So joining us in Good Day Chicago studio right now is the founder of Black Fashion Week USA, Melanie Boykin. Melanie, thank you for joining us.
You're welcome.
It's good to see you. So let's talk about what made you decide to put together, because we always hear about Fashion Week happening in New York. Why did you want to put together a Black Fashion Week and right here in Chicago?
Well, I am a native of Chicago, so I would rather start home. But the reason why I chose to put together the Black Fashion Week USA is because of the lack of representation of designers of color in mainstream fashion.
Now, when people think fashion, do they automatically think New York, or do they start thinking Chicago or other cities? And is it your goal in this to, of course, make Chicago first on your mind when you think fashion?
I most certainly think that people think of New York, because New York is like the capital of fashion in the U.S. However, there are some other cities, LA, to name a few. Even in Texas, there's a fashion industry. But Chicago is not far by a long stretch, so we definitely want to make Chicago a household name for fashion.
And I love what you're doing with Black Fashion Week USA here in Chicago, happening through February 27th, wrapping up at the Cultural Center with a big show showcasing some of the talent found here in the city of Chicago. That show kicking off at 7:30. Tickets are starting at $40. They're still some are still available, so hurry, get your tickets today. But you want to show off the talent that's right here in Chicago.
Absolutely. We have some fabulous designers in Chicago, and I think they are well worth the representation of their aesthetics and their designs.
And you brought some models who are going to work it
this
morning. So let's get to some of the trends right now. What are we looking at now?
Right now, Lisa is wearing a puffed blouse, knitted puff sleeve with a beautiful army fatigue evening skirt that is very transitional piece from a daytime special event to an evening formal event.
So you can dress it up, dress it down, and it shows off the small waist, and then we've got those hips to deal with. Okay, the next model, we got to get them in and out. And I love what you've done. You've brought in, you're showcasing talent for men and women. Some of the trends out here.
Yes. Absolutely. The second model is that suit is designed by Katu, and he's wearing an aqua wool suit, and he has a nice brown paisley scarf to pair with that, so it just makes everything pop.
And the designer again is Katu?
Katu.
And this looks like a little Empire inspiration going on here, because what's his name wears a scarf all the time with his suits? Cookies, Lucius, thank you. All right, good deal. Let's get the next model in. We're going to keep it going. I love this. And how can people find out more information? One of the designers here in the Chicago area looking to get their stuff out there. Where can they go? What's your web address?
They can go to www.blackfashionweekusa.com.
All right, good deal. And what kind of design are we looking at here? Love a Maxi.
Now, this dress is designed by international model and designer YAMAYA, who crossed the waters to be with us for the Black Fashion Week. Now, this model is wearing a vintage rose wine printed maxi style evening formal dress.
And the designer is YAMAYA?
YAMAYA.
YAMAYA. And where does she come from?
She crossed the waters from Marbella, Spain. Originally from the USA, but she spent a number of years in Europe with her fashion line.
Because like you said, it's Black Fashion Week USA, and then of course you're getting a lot of international designers in on this too, hosted right here in Chicago. Last look here that we've got, beautiful, elegant, after 5.
Almost certainly. She's wearing a one-shoulder organza dress with a beautiful brooch, and the designer is Brian K. Osborne of the Brian K. Collections. Brian's from right here from Chicago, 30 years of fashion.
30 years of fashion. And Melanie, and these prices range from what to what? So that people don't feel like, I could never afford anything like that.
The first look that we saw was created by Angel's Boutique in the far south suburb of Chicago. So the price ranges range from anywhere from under $100 with that particular look, 100, 150, up until anywhere to like $700 to $800 for the more expensive gowns.
Okay, and again, the show is this Saturday at 7:30 at the South Shore Cultural Center. Tickets are $40, still available. Where can they go for more information?
They can go to blackfashionweekusa.com.
All right, thank you so much, Melanie Boykin. Thank you so much for doing what you do. It is 9:53. We're going to be back after a break, but take one last look at our models before we go. Thank you, models. We appreciate it. Stephen, toss that scarf.